Sergeant Preston of the Northwest Mounted Police with Yukon King, swiftest and strongest lead dog breaking the trail in the relentless pursuit of lawbreakers in the wild days of the Yukon. Back to the days of the gold rush as Sergeant Preston with his wonder dog Yukon King meets the challenge of the Yukon. This is the Yukon, the territory patrolled by Sergeant Preston, where a man might come to make his fortune and remain to learn that the loyalty and courage of his dog team are worth far more than their weight in gold. Mayo Landing, where the annual dog race was the year's most important event.
Buck Adams, what you got there on the end of the tail, laddie? More like a devil than a dog, I can tell you that. How come he's muzzled? If he didn't have an eye, he'd be tearing your arm off. That's how it come. Any mail for me, son?
Well, let's see here. Well, yes, sir, Mr. Adams.
I hear the betting's pretty heavy for you to win the old Yukon tomorrow, Buck. I mean the real big heavy betters up in Dawson.
Got a little money on it myself. 5 straight years of winter is too long for any man. This year, I'm gonna beat you.
Not with dogs like that.
Savage is the only bad dog in my kennel. Otherwise, I've got the finest pack of dogs money can buy.
Money still doesn't make a first-rate dog team.
What are you doing with this dog in town, Mr. Adams?
Brought him into town to see if anybody wants to buy him.
Well, how much do you want for him?
$100. If you can't break him to harness, he'd still make a first-rate breeding dog.
Forget about it, Dave. You stick to business and let dog racing to those sports who can afford it.
Oh, Dad, you don't understand. This is a beauty. Please don't hit him, Mr. Adams.
I'll kill him. Hold it, Buck. That's no way to treat a dog. I've had about enough of your meddling.
What's the argument here, gentlemen?
He was going to beat up this dog. It's my dog. I can do anything I want to.
Now, easy, boys, easy.
It's no wonder that dog is a savage. With the treatment he gets, you probably made him that way yourself. Well, you listen to the great authority. Knows all about raising dogs. I suppose you could turn him into a regular little lamb. There isn't a dog alive that I couldn't gentle in a week or so. Would you like to make a little bet on that? Why not? Name it.
Don't go out on a limb, Hank.
500 says you can't train Savage in 2 weeks. I won't bet, but I'll make a deal with you. I'll buy the dog from you for $10, and if I can't train him in 2 weeks, I'll pay you a bonus of $500. You heard him, Sergeant. It's a sucker deal, but he made the terms.
Yes, I heard it. I think you fellas ought to calm down and think things over.
He's all yours, Hank. Hand over the $10. I've heard talk about you entering the race this year. Any truth to it?
Well, partly. Mounties still aren't allowed to compete for cash prizes, but I wrote the inspector that I'd contribute my winnings, if any, to the hospital fund.
You sure must be keen to enter.
I am. I always wanted to see how King would do in a race. How do you feel about it, boy?
I hope the inspector lets you enter. I'd like nothing better than to try my dogs against yours. See you tomorrow, Hank, at the starting line.
You bet. This dog has all the points of a champion leader. I heard he was well on his way till Buck started breaking his spirit.
Would you let me try working with him, Mr. Weber? I'm sure I could bring him around.
This dog's going to take a lot of patience and experience, Dave.
Dave has a way with dogs. He's good with them. In his touch and in his voice.
Enough of that talk, Weber. I told you before, and I'll tell you again. My boy's going to be a businessman and amount to something.
Are you saying that I don't amount to anything?
Now, wait a minute. I don't mean it like it sounds, Hank. You're 1 in 100. I've seen others get the dog racing fever and lose their shirt. It's a vice worse than gambling.
Oh, Dad, you don't understand. You don't feel that way, do you, Sergeant?
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it a vice, but... Well, now, look, Dave, don't get me in the middle. This is between you and your father.
There'll be no more discussion about it. Get back to work, Dave.
Now, come on, boy. Let's go home. Stop by the kennels if you have a chance, Sergeant.
Thanks, Hank. I will.
Any mail for me from Dawson?
Oh, no, sir. I've been looking, too. I guess I'm even a little more anxious than you are.
Well, there's still a freight sled due in this evening. Maybe he has some mail for me. I'll drop around then. Come on, King.
Hello, Kiska. Well, Davy,
Just want to see how they look, Mr. Weber.
you've not only seen him once before today, but you went along when I took him for a run. Look, son, I don't want to get us in any more trouble with you, Pa.
One of these days, I'm going to win a race. He'll change his mind. You'll see.
Oh, I have no doubt you'll win a race one of these days, but about your Pa changing his mind.
I'll finish feeding him, Hank. We got more important things to do this evening.
Thanks, Davy. But be careful with Savage over there. He's a pretty tough customer.
Chin up, boy. Up. That's the boy.
Unknown to Hank, Dave had worked with Savage for hours that afternoon and shown the dog he had nothing to fear from him. Now he wished to go one step further and win Savage's affection.
Here, boy. Here, have some more dinner, boy. You feel better. Now, that's no way to act, Savage. Now, let's be friends, Savage. Easy, boy. Here, boy. Have some more dinner. That's right, boy. Take a good sniff. No fierce smell there, is there, boy? Here, boy. No, sir. Because I'm not afraid of you, that's why. You got no reason to fear me. That's the boy. Easy. That's the boy.
Come in.
Come on, King. Sit. Too busy to be wished a little luck?
Never too busy for you, Sergeant.
Well, I just thought I'd drop around to see how you're getting along with Savage.
Well, I haven't given him any time yet. Too busy getting in shape for tomorrow. Once the race is over, I'll start working with him.
Well, I still wish you hadn't made that deal.
You seem worried.
I hate to see an old friend lose $500 just because he acted on impulse.
When I win that race tomorrow, $500 won't mean that.
All right. You mind if I examine the dog? Maybe he's not as bad as he looks.
Oh, go right ahead. Dave's out there now giving the fellas their feed.
You stay, King. Well, of all... Hank, come here. Look at that.
Howlin' gee willikins.
You know better than that, Hank.
Well, you're right. My starter. Let's go out easy now.
Yeah. Way back when you were a puppy, I bet you licked a lot of friendly hands. I bet those friendly hands rubbed your ears, too. Didn't they, boy? That's right. Take it easy, Savage, boy. Take it easy. They're friends.
That was a dangerous thing to do, Davy. You took a mighty big chance, son.
Oh, I took it slow, Mr. Weber. He's really not a vicious dog. Must be the way Buck Adams handled him.
Well, that was my thought, too. You see, Buck trains with a whip and chain, and that's the worst thing to do for a spirited dog. Might be what was wrong with him.
Well, whatever it is, Davy seems to have found the answer.
You still worried about my $500, Sergeant?
No, Hank, not anymore.
The reason I came up here to see you is my Dawson betting syndicate is not fooling around. You don't win that race tomorrow, you might just as well keep those dogs pointed right straight for the Alaskan border.
There are only 5 teams in the race, Manty. The only competition I'm worried about is Hank Weber.
What's all this talk about the Mountie racing? You don't figure him?
He hasn't got his permission through from Dawson yet. Right now, I doubt if he will. Entries close at midnight tonight.
Then all we have to do is take care of Weber. We're in.
Take care of it.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of with that shipment of beef.
We don't often see this stuff way up here. You're lucky to get it. Here's the bill and all the cases. As long as there won't be any more, I guess you want to settle up, huh?
300?
Canned meat comes high up here.
But you said I could have the whole shipload for 100.
That wasn't including freight rates. After all, I made 3 trips up here from the coast. That's my regular mileage, Adams.
I'll be frank. I haven't got it. I put all my available cash on the race.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
You'll be paid. You meet me at the finish line at the end of the race tomorrow. I'll even give you $350. A bonus for helping me get my dogs in first-class condition. Is it a deal?
Well, okay, but I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, I'm stuck with 350 more good reasons why I've got to win that race tomorrow. What was it you were saying about taking care of Hank Weber?
Not Hank. Not Hank. His lead dog. You get his lead out of the race, you have no competition.
I wonder what's bothering those dogs.
Hey, what are you doing there? Hey.
I'll be all right. Get Sergeant Preston fast.
Dave immediately ran to get Sergeant Preston, who came to Hank Weber's cabin with a doctor. After the doctor had treated Hank and left, Preston remained to talk to Hank and examine the evidence he found.
Strychnine, just as I thought.
Why, that's dirty, inhuman. Where'd you find it?
In Cobo's Run?
It's not so much me being slugged, but why poison my lead dog?
Well, it's too bad you're unable to identify the man that slugged you.
That isn't as important as the who sent him to poison Cobo. And I'll tell you that one's name, Sergeant. Buck Adams.
Better be careful, Hank. Dangerous business making accusations on mere suspicion.
Well, maybe I have no proof, but I'm positive he's guilty, and I'll tell it to his face. How's Cobo, Davy?
Well, the antidote the sergeant gave him worked. He's relaxed now and breathing regular.
Good. I'll look at him in a minute.
Do you think he'll be in shape to race tomorrow?
I doubt it. But even if he is, you'll not be able to race Hank. Remember what the doctor said. Complete quiet for a week.
I sure know how you feel. Sure do, Hank.
Has anyone around been buying canned beef?
Not from us. Pop hasn't stocked any in months.
Is there anyone else in town that sells it?
Not that I know of. But you better check with Pop.
Well, thanks, Dave. I'll stop by the store on my way home. Try not to take it too hard, Hank.
Sure.
Look after him, will you, Dave?
Sure will, Sergeant.
Come on, King.
You know, I've been thinking. Maybe I could drive in the race for you.
Well, it's out of the question. I don't even have a lead dog.
Well, Savage could do it.
You're more of a kid than I thought.
Well, let me try him tomorrow early. We'll soon know. And if you work in harness, please let me drive for you, Hank. Please.
Well, I don't know what to say, Davy. I just don't know.
There hasn't been any canned beef up here in months, Sergeant. Folks find it too expensive. I heard there was a shipment of surplus Army tin beef down at Whitehorse, but didn't get up this far.
Well, thanks, Mr. Daggett.
Excuse me. Oh, wait a minute, Sergeant. This is for you. Headquarters at Dawson. Yeah, great news, isn't it, Sergeant? Inspector giving you permission to race.
Well, I suppose. But Hank being out of the race, though, takes the keen edge off the competition.
Well, like I always say, no matter who it is, may the best team win.
And you're right. I'll drop around in the morning and leave my carbine in gear before the race, if I may.
Sure thing. Good night, Sergeant.
Good night. Come on, King.
The day of the great race. 6 contestants are competing. Each team leaves the starting point at 3-minute intervals. Buck Adams is fourth man up, to be followed by Sergeant Preston. Hank Weber, last year's winner, is out because of injury, though he has not yet been officially canceled.
Yeah. Dave, are you entering the race?
Yes, for Hank. He gave me permission. I was working with Savage all morning. He even seemed a lot more eager than I did.
Good. I'm glad for you, Dave. I wish you all the luck in the world.
Well, thank you, Sergeant. Nothing to get excited about, boy. Take it easy.
I object to that lead dog in Weber's outfit. He's vicious and unmanageable.
There's nothing in the rules that prevents a man from using any dog that he wishes. That's true, Mr. Adams. Your objection's overruled. You're up next. Better prepare to start.
You show, Davy. You can do it.
Let's go, Savage. Hi!
Now I can go to Buck's cabin without being bothered.
The race is run over a triangular course, from Mayo Landing to North Creek, then over to Ferguson's Ferry, and back on the last leg to Mayo Landing, a distance of 16 miles.
Go, boy. Move up on him, Savage. Go, boy.
Yeah, just what I thought.
Need anything, Weber?
No, I got everything I need.
Well, get inside.
This gets even better. You're the one who slugged me, aren't you?
I wouldn't talk so cocky, old man. You're just liable to disappear, not be found till the spring thaw. Now get in.
Ha!
According to the rules of dog sledding, a man in the lead on a defined trail must move aside upon being overtaken.
Lever, Buck, I'm coming by. On, King! On, you Huskies!
Savage ran as one possessed. He hated Buck Adams and was trying to overtake him.
Come on, Savage. Move up on him.
Oh, King! Everybody down! Muskie's got a torn pad, King. We're going to have to do the best we can without him.
Whoa, Savage. Whoa, boy, whoa.
Well, what's the matter, Sergeant?
Lame dog, but don't bother about me, Dave. Go on.
Hey! Go, Savage! Go!
On, King!
It was Dave's race, and everyone knew it. He started 6 minutes later than Buck Adams and arrived at the finish only a second behind him.
Gosh, Pop, I'm sorry.
Congratulations, son. I'd look kind of foolish trying to argue with a hero now, wouldn't I?
Oh, Daddy, oh. Knew that dog was unreliable.
Guess I ought to thank you at that, Mr. Adams. If it hadn't have been for Savage trying to catch you, we'd never have won the race.
Well, now the syndicate will be gunning for us up here and at Dawson. Hank knows I'm the one that slugged him, and he also knows we tried to poison his dog.
Where is he?
Tied up at your cabin.
Hop in.
Hey, Adams, what about the bill for the meat?
I haven't got time. Later.
Oh! Tough luck, Sergeant. You'd have won easily if your dog hadn't gone lame.
Thanks, Dave. It's nice of you to say that. Where's Hank?
Well, I don't know. Doctor said he could get up for the end of the race.
That's funny. I wasn't down to his house. I went down there just a little while ago to... Well, never mind why I went there.
Well, it isn't like him to miss the finish. You driving his team, it meant a lot to him.
Still the law here, Sergeant. How do I go about collecting a bill?
A what?
A bill for $300 worth of canned beef, that's what.
Canned beef. Oh, so that's who it is. Hank was right. Where is Buck?
He left here fast. He and a fella named Manti.
The Dawson gambler?
That's him.
Watch Muskeg for me, will you?
Sure, Sergeant.
You untie him, Manti. I'll get the sled ready.
All right, on your feet, both of you. Here, King. I arrest you both in the name of the Crown.
You've got nothing on me, Preston.
No? You were attempting to abduct Hank by gunpoint when I stopped you. I think you'll be in jail as long as Manti. Untie him, Manti.
You know, if it hadn't been for his dog going lame, we all know the sergeant probably would have won. And if that had been the case, we also know where the prize money would have gone.
Oh, Sergeant.
Well, hello, Sergeant. Dave and I decided that the money ought to go to the hospital fund. Here it is.
Well, that's a fine gesture, Hank.
He's the one to thank. And to show my appreciation, Dave, I'm giving you Savage.
Oh, gosh, Hank. I don't know how to thank you. Hello, boy. You know, Savage is going to be the greatest lead dog in the Yukon. Maybe even as good as King.
Well, I hope Savage gives you what King has always given me. Love and loyalty. And remember, Dave, that goes both ways. Well, King, with Buck and Manti in custody awaiting trial, for us, this case is closed.
Sergeant Preston of the Northwest Mounted Police with Yukon King, swiftest and strongest lead dog breaking the trail in the relentless pursuit of lawbreakers in the wild days of the Yukon. Back to the days of the gold rush as Sergeant Preston with his wonder dog Yukon King meets the challenge of the Yukon. This is the Yukon in Arctic winter, the territory patrolled by Sergeant Preston, where cut timber to house the gold-booming settlements became almost as costly as the precious metal itself. Spruce Valley, 10 miles north of Whitehorse, on the fringe of a great forest. There, Dan Grady began a logging operation. Lumberjacks Al Stone and Monk Larson were among the first to arrive. To an Indian chief like Taranga, the forest and its wildlife meant food, clothing, and shelter, gifts from the great maker to his people. So, when the loggers invaded his hunting ground, Chief Taranga swore revenge. Sergeant Preston was summoned to Spruce Knob when several of Grady's native Indian employees had been found beaten by unknown attackers in the forest nearby. At the camp office, a worried and angry Grady told Sergeant Preston that all of his Indians had since abandoned their jobs, and that furthermore, Al Stone and Monk Larson, two of his lumberjacks, were missing, along with a dog sled and some money from the company safe.
Al Stone and Monk Larson. You suspect them of waylaying the Indians and stealing their wages, huh?
Well, they took out of here a couple hours after I told them that you were coming down to investigate those attacks on the Indians.
What else can you tell me about them?
Oh, Al's warm, rugged, and hearty, and Monk's just the opposite. He's sly, furtive, unfriendly. Looks like a man afraid of his own shadow.
Strange combination.
Yeah, well, as I understand it, Al was an orphan taken in by Monk's mother. She raised both the kids like brothers, you know, and now, out of a sense of gratitude, Al feels he has to take care of Monk, make up for any of his deficiencies.
They take any of your provisions?
No, nothing was taken in the food locker. The only thing that is missing is the money from the safe.
Well, they're probably headed for the Long Valley Trading Post then. I better get out there.
Hey! On you, Hussy!
Leif Wilson, an invalid, and his son Ted ran the trading post in Long Valley with the help of a few Indians.
After all the years those Indians have been with us and then vanishing into thin air. There's something wrong, Ted.
Pa, they probably just went off for a powwow in their village.
Without telling us they were gone and making a sound when they left? Anyway, it's the wrong time of the year for a powwow. There's something wrong, I tell you.
Well, I'm not going to wait around and let you worry yourself sick. I'm going to look for him. Maybe this note will explain a few things.
What's it say?
Indians watch from ridge. You bring all guns, bullets to Big Pine by sundown or Indians kill. It's signed Taranga.
Taranga, the chief. What's gotten to him?
I don't know, but this sounds like he means business. I better go to Whitehorse for help.
No, wait. There's no tracks out there. The note's been on the door since last night before it stopped snowing.
What difference does that make?
Ted, close the door. Taranga's had plenty of time to station guards on the pass.
Oh, I'll go over the ridge.
No, the ridge will be guarded, too. I think you better stay here.
But, Pa...
Go, you Huskies! Go there! Go, you Huskies! Go there! Faster, Huskies! Faster!
Taranga say kill. Only one man leave valley for help. Big help. 2, 3 more white men not stop Taranga. If guns not come by sundown, we attack trading post and take them.
On! On, boys! Oh! What's the matter, Monk?
Something wrong with the dogs, Al. They're scared.
Must be the wolves howling that's got them upset. There's nothing to be afraid of. Come on, let's go.
All right, on, Huskies. Oh, you Huskies. Oh, there.
Hey, Monk, what are you doing here? Get in here quick.
We're in a hurry. Let's have some bacon and beans.
No, boys. The Indians around here are going on the warpath. We need your help.
Oh, don't make us laugh, Pop. We know these peaceful Yukon Indians. You're dreaming. Those Indians won't attack white men.
That's right. So, hop to it and rustle up that grub.
No, please listen to me. The Indians are going to attack at sundown. I got a note from them to prove it.
Save it. We got our reasons, and we want to get out of here in a hurry.
Better do as he says, Pop. Somebody's been pulling your leg about those Indians. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Anyone else here?
My boy, Ted.
Well, get him in here, and no tricks.
Ted, bring in a slab of bacon and a case of beans.
Put that thing away and get him out here.
All right, Al.
Meanwhile, Ted had sneaked out the rear door of the post and headed toward Whitehorse, having despaired of arguing with Leif over the need for help.
Hey, Monk, what's the holdup?
There's no one in there.
Huh?
No one in there. He disobeyed me. He's got to get stopped. The Indians will never let him get the White Horse alive.
Hey, wait a minute, Pop.
Let me go. You don't understand. Ted's gone for help.
Oh, he went for the Mounties, huh? Well, Indians or no, we're not hanging around here. Get that stuff in the sled.
Please, he's got to be stopped. He'll never make it.
Here, Pop. This ought to cover for all the stuff we took.
Come on, get along there.
Ho, King! Scream came from the valley. All right, King. On you, Huskies.
Whoa, Huskies. That shout came from over there on the slope. What's the matter with him?
This, but he's still alive.
And the old man wasn't as wrong as we thought. We'd better get out of here, Al.
No, we're taking him back to the post.
Yeah, but Grady'll have somebody on our trail by now.
Look, I've done a lot of mean things in my life, but I never let a man die when I can save his life. Now, take off his snowshoes.
On you, Husky! Husky!
Al Stone, Monk Larson?
Yeah?
You're under arrest for robbery and assault.
Assault?
This is Ted Wilson. Did you attack him for the same reason you beat up Dan Grady's Indians?
Oh, we didn't beat up any Indians.
We just found him. The old man said he was on his way for help. This is what stopped him. I just took it out of his shoulder.
There's that wolf cry again.
That's no wolf, it's an Indian.
More than one, according to the old man. We thought he was crazy when he said the Indians were on the warpath.
Leif Wilson isn't crazy. I'm going to trust you two to help me take Ted back to the trading post, where we can remove that arrowhead. Till then, it'll keep him from bleeding to death.
But his old man said that the Indians were going to attack at sundown. You can't force us to go back there.
Shut up, Monk. We'll go back in case the attack does come. You can trust the sergeant.
All right. Put your guns on the sled. If you need them to defend yourself from the Indians, I'll return them. I'll put Ted on the sled. Easy.
No sign of the Indians yet. What are they waiting for? Why don't they do something?
I'll take it easy, Monk. Remember, we're all in this together now. Don't let it get you down.
I'll try, Al. I'll try.
Good, good. Now, you stay on lookout, and I'll report to Sergeant Preston.
Assured that Ted would recover, Leif brought Sergeant Preston up to date on the events that occurred before his arrival. He showed him the threatening message from Turanga. The name of the chieftain struck a responsive note in the memory of Al Stone.
Turanga, wait a minute. We found a note like this on the bunkhouse door at Grady's camp just before we left.
Why didn't you leave this for Grady?
We thought it was meant for us.
Take Devil's Knives from hunting ground or die. It's signed Turanga. This might explain why Grady's Indians were beaten up.
How's that?
Well, Turanga probably did it himself. He didn't want them working for Grady. He's trying to force Grady out.
You think that's why he wanted our guns to wipe out Grady's camp?
Exactly. He doesn't want loggers in what he considers his private forest. That's why the saws and axes have come to represent symbols of evil, murder, and devastation in his troubled mind. That's why he calls them Devil's Knives.
Do you think he'll scare the Indians into believing that stuff? Joining his rebellion?
Yes, or convince them that Grady spells doom to their hunting ground. Is this why you left so suddenly?
No. Finding those Indians beaten up and not knowing who was doing it. We never even heard of Turanga.
Didn't you realize that by deserting Grady, you'd point suspicion to yourself?
We never thought of that. Those Indians were our friends. We worked side by side, and Monk... we got to thinking we might be next, and it got under our skin.
You mean under Monk's skin, don't you, Al?
Well, we had some money coming to us, so he took a handful out of the safe and beat it.
Hey, I see something. Hurry, come and take a look.
For 10 minutes, Sergeant Preston watched the ridge, trying to estimate the number of Indians there by the number of smoke plumes rising from behind the ridge. But still, the attack did not come.
Fires. Probably for arrows and torches. Looks like there's every intention to burn the post, Rafe.
Burning? Not me.
Can't go out there. You saw what happened to Ted.
I don't care. I'd rather be shot than burned. I'm going out.
Sorry, Al. Better stand guard at these windows with a rifle, Rafe. And Al, you go into the storeroom, bar the door, and guard that window.
We get our rifles back now?
You do, but I'm not ready to trust Monk with one. Give him a rifle, Rafe. And Al, I'll not tolerate the unnecessary shooting of one Indian, understand? How are you fixed for ammunition, Leif?
Short. Sold almost all I had to Dan Grady when somebody started beating up his Indians.
Sure used Grady's help, in more ways than one.
Sounds good, Sergeant. But how are you going to get word past Turanga to Grady?
There's one among us who might get through.
King.
Give me that piece of rawhide there. Take this to Dan Grady, King. Dan Grady at the lumber camp, understand? Grady's an old friend. We just came from there. Stay. Be careful, King. Be careful, understand? Stay under cover as much as possible, because those Indians may try to kill you. Come on, let's go.
Good. He's going straight for the ridge.
And he knows that's the shortest way.
If the Indians see him, do you think they'll suspect he's going for help?
Turanga might. I just hope he doesn't spot King.
King's sharp ears picked up the whine of an arrow leaving its bow, and his reflex action barely saved his life.
He made the ridge. Nothing will stop him now.
Let's hope he can get Grady's outfit here before Turanga attacks.
Well, let's get the fire buckets ready just in case he doesn't make it. Come on.
Anticipating that the Indians would not attack until dawn, Sergeant Preston, in order to conserve his energy, decided to take a short rest and assigned Leif to the first watch.
All right, let's go, you Huskies.
Look out! Let me out of here. I'm going after Monk.
You can't go out there. You've got a job to do here besides that suicide. Now get back to your post.
King, what's the matter? Where's Sergeant Preston? Wait a minute. What's this? Long Valley Trading Post under siege. Expect Indian attack by dawn. Bring all available men and guns. Hurry. Signed, Preston. Dawn. We haven't got much time, King.
I'll pick up my men on the way. Come on. Here we go, boys.
You hear those dogs? That's Monk's son. He's back.
It wasn't your fault, Al.
I killed him. He didn't want to come back up here.
He was sick, Al. The kind of sickness that running away won't cure.
I told his mother he'd get over it up here. The Yukon would make a man of him. I wrote her he was doing fine, just fine. A lot of good that'll do her now. She'll want to read your report.
Al,
The truth about him turning coward will really break her heart.
Al, I'm a policeman, not a philosopher. For me to explain why Monk Larson ran out there alone to face the deadly arrows of hostile Indians is beyond my province. Monk is dead. The report would simply say that he died trying to escape through enemy lines during the siege of the Long Valley Trading Post.
That sounds like Monk died a hero, like he was going for help. Be a great relief to his mother.
With unerring instinct, King avoided the valley approach to lead his party to the ridge behind the Indians.
Well, the sergeant was heading for the trading post, but Long Valley's over that way. I hope that dog's right. Sergeant could have been sidetracked, I suppose. Let's go. Let's go.
Faster, Huskies! Faster!
Keep your fire high. Just keep them pinned down. We don't want to hurt anyone.
leads over the ridge to the trading post. Hey, wait a minute. That's gunfire. By taking us this way, King kept us out of a trap. What a dog. Come on. All right. Don't hit anyone. Keep them pinned down. Grady should be here with help soon. Torches. Get along there. Mark!
That's Grady, Ted. King got through.
All right, that's far enough. Hold it.
Got here just in time, Dan. Things were getting hot.
Glad we could help.
Shouldn't have left Ted alone.
Keep him under guard, boys.
Trying him.
Hold it. Said enough. What he needs now is understanding. Come on, Frank, on your feet. All right, get over there against the counter.
Where did you find Monk?
About a quarter of a mile from here.
Yes, Taranga admits killing him. He'll be tried for his murder. And the rest of the Indians admit that they were wrong in following him. I've told them that the government will provide a hunting ground for the whole tribe. And Leif and Dan, they're ready to go back to work for you, if you'll have them.
Well, Al? Stay put, boy. After all he'd done for us, what runs through your veins, Sergeant? Ice water?
Yeah.
Well, it was your safe, Grady.
Well, I've decided to drop the charges, Sergeant. Al just took a little advance on his salary, and we figured it out so he can work it out.
Well, if there's no complaint against him, I'd say this case was closed.
Sergeant Preston of the Northwest Mounted Police with Yukon King, swiftest and strongest lead dog breaking the trail in the relentless pursuit of lawbreakers in the wild days of the Yukon. Back to the days of the gold rush as Sergeant Preston with his wonder dog Yukon King meets the challenge of the Yukon. This is the Yukon, the territory patrolled by Sergeant Preston. In winter, a wonderland of deceptive beauty, waiting to snare the unwary in its icy grip. The Ogilvy Mountain Range, 40 miles north of Dawson, wild and untamed country. Though a trackless wilderness to most, this was a familiar territory to Sergeant Preston, who regularly patrolled it with his great dog, Yukon King.
Oh, King!
That looks like Pierre Bourget's outfit, King. Recognize his lead dog, Suzette. Let's go inside and say hello. Wait a minute, King. Something's wrong.
Pierre Bourget!
All right, Pierre. That's enough. That'll do.
As you say, Sergeant. No one comes to big from Pierre Bourget, eh?
What's the meaning of this? You two men are old friends.
Suppose we let that big ox on the floor explain, if he is not too ashamed of himself.
Well, Laughlin?
Take a look at my store, Sergeant. The little cockerel walks ruined me. Ruined him? The shoe is on the other foot, Sergeant. It is he who's ruined Pierre Bourget.
Why, All right. Calm down, both of you. Now, tell me what led up to this ruckus. Suppose you start, Pierre, and begin at the beginning.
3-4 months ago, I come to my friend. I say, Pierre need new traps. You order them from United States. New steel ones. And I did just that. By next post. Right to the factory in Vermont. Cash on the line, too. But they did not come. Every week I stop here. I have the money. He has no traps. That's right, Sergeant. The order was delayed. The shipment did not arrive until the last post before the freeze-up.
Why didn't you pick them up, Pierre?
Because meantime, I lose my money, and this Santa Claus, he give them to the Mabries free.
Free?
Well, that's stretching the truth a bit. The thing was, neither Pierre nor Tom Mabry had the money for the traps. But Pierre could still get through the season with his old ones. Mabry had none at all. They're new to the district.
It must be. I don't recall hearing the name before.
A fine couple, Sergeant. Tom and Eileen Mabry. Nice folks, down in their luck. He's an ex-prospector who knows nothing about trapping.
Where are they staying?
The old Grant cabin on the Ogilvy Trail. But these are not trappers. Why give them my traps? Still, they will starve, these people.
Do the Mabrys know that the traps you sold them on credit were ordered by Pierre?
Small details, Sergeant, which I probably failed to mention. You fool. I'll thank you to keep a civil tongue in your head.
Now, calm down, both of you. I may have a solution that will satisfy everyone.
Yes? Aye.
If the Mabrys are the kind of folks you say they are, Laughlin, they should be glad to share the traps with Pierre. And in return, Pierre can teach Mabry the art of trapping. That way, all will benefit, and there'll be no hard feelings. And you, Laughlin, you'll stand a better chance of being paid this season for your merchandise. Agreed? Well, are we agreed?
Yes? Aye.
All right. I'll stop in on the Mabrys tomorrow. Now, you two shake hands like a couple of men. Well, come on.
That's better. And now, Pierre must bid you both you, Sergeant. It grows late.
Good night, Pierre.
Au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. Good night. I'll go with you. You'll spend the night with me, of course. We'll have something special for you and King to eat.
Good. We'd be glad to. You know, I can't figure out why Pierre couldn't pay for those traps. He had a good season last year.
He wouldn't tell you, Sergeant. Someone slugged Pierre one night outside his cabin and robbed the poor laddie of every penny of his savings.
That's incredible. There was no report of the crime.
You wouldn't expect Pierre to admit he was bested in a fight. If he hadn't have begged me for credit, he wouldn't have never admitted it, even to me.
Well, did he recognize his attacker?
No, it was very dark. But he did mention one thing.
What was that?
Before the man took off into the Ogilvy Hills,
Pierre had a glimpse of his shirt. It was an Eskimo sealskin. Over the left breast was the design of the eagle totem.
The cabin of Tom and Eileen Mabry in the Ogilvy foothills, a few miles north of the trading post.
Tom? Is that you? Who is it? Who's there? You poor fellow. Who are you? What happened?
Milk strang. Trapping in the hills. Lost my equipment. Snowshoes. Food. Snowslide. Lost in the storm.
How terrible. I'll help you over to the bunk to rest and warm up while I get you some broth. You have to get out of that coat and that shirt. I hope you weren't badly injured.
Oh, but half frozen, hungry.
Oh, this broth will do you a world of good. Thank goodness you found our cabin.
Ours?
I'm Eileen Mabry. Tom, my husband's out running his trap.
Oh.
I brought you a nice warm shirt of Tom's.
Oh, you're very kind, Mrs.
I'm sure you do the same for us. Now, I'll have a nice hot meal for you as soon as Tom gets home.
Eileen! Eileen! We're rich. We struck it at last.
Put me down, Tom. Such carryings on. Talk sense.
You must think I'm crazy, I know, but wait till you see what I have. Look, honey. It's almost pure gold. Now, wait till I tell you how I discovered it. I was spreading the coals by my campfire when I noticed underneath the melted snow that... Who's that in the bunk?
Oh, a poor half-frozen man who got lost. His name's Strang. Prospector turned trapper like yourself. Why?
Because he or anyone else could jump my claim before I got to Dawson to register it.
Oh, Tom, I hardly think
No,
that's...
I'm not going to take any chance. Come on, put your coat on. We're going back outside. About 3 miles of Tatchett Trail, 20 miles from here. There's a surface vein, and it must be worth millions. But it's all staked out in our name.
We'll never have to worry about money again.
Not if I get to Dawson right away to file a claim.
Well, when you're leaving.
As soon as we've had a bite to eat. Come on.
All right, get your hand up on it. Take your coat off and tie her up. Come on. And sit there, missus. Hands behind you. I'll take that. That'll do. And her feet, too, Mabry. Any fancy tricks and you won't see your wife alive again. And tie her plenty tight, or I'll clock you on the head and tie her myself.
You heard about the strike. Well, if you think you're going to beat me to Dawson...
First things first. You and I are going back to the strike and restake that claim in my name.
And leave my wife tied up here alone? Not in your life. I'd rather give you my claim and the dogs, too. I'll tell you.
No, Tom, don't.
Save your breath, missus. Your man and I are going to travel together. And if he's worried about you, he'll travel that much faster. Come on, let's get going. I want to get to Dawson, file that claim before somebody else gets wind of it.
Hurry back, darling. Don't worry.
Come on.
Go, you husky!
Being a woman, Eileen knew cotton stretches when wet. The greasiness of the stew also helped release her. but it was almost dawn when she started out for the trading post.
Help someone.
With no inkling of the tragedy, Preston prepared to make his run to the Mabry cabin.
King's found someone.
My God, it's a woman. It's Mrs. Mabry. Better get her inside right away.
It seemed that she scalded her hands in an accident when alone and came here looking for help. Fortunately, she was not there too long before King discovered her.
Just one more who can thank the bunny dog for her life. How would you say she is, Sergeant?
Oh, barring a relapse, she should recover from the frostbite and exposure in a few hours. I'm leaving her in your good care, Laughlin, while King and I hurry to the Mabry cabin and try to find her husband. Do you mind?
Nay. Sandy Martin should be along within the hour with the mail. He can always fetch the doctor. The poor lass should have a turn for the worst.
Good. Then we'll be off. Come on, King.
Come here, Heather. Come on.
Still taking orders from me, Mabry. Put your hands behind you.
Come on, put your hands behind you.
You have everything, Strang. My dog team, my claim. What more do you want?
Freedom to enjoy him, Mabry. Now, get inside and join the missus. Come on. Get in there.
Where is she? She's gone. How would I know? If I could only be sure she's safe.
She couldn't have gotten far.
The woodshed. She's hiding. Come on. Irene, what's up?
That'll close your mouth for a while.
Where'd she go? Might as well finish him off before I start hunting for his missus. No use taking chances.
Mabry, Mr. Mabry, you there?
We'll have to break in, King, unless the back door's open.
What do you want?
Quiet, King. Where are your manners? Sorry, Mr. Mabry. King isn't usually like that. May I come in?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. I didn't hear you at first. I was out back. Come on.
King knew instinctively that Strang was lying and tried to warn his master that the stranger might be an enemy. But Preston seemed to misunderstand.
Behave yourself. You're a guest at Mr. Mabry's house. Come on. I dropped by in regard to your wife, Mr. Mabry.
Oh, you're Mountie. I just noticed.
Oh, yes, the uniform. I'm Sergeant Preston, Mr. Mabry.
Oh, how do you do? You mentioned my wife, Sergeant. I'm pretty much worried about her. Well, as a matter of fact, I was hitching up to search for her when you arrived.
Then I'm the bearer of both good and bad news.
What do you mean?
Well, my dog and I found your wife unconscious in a snowbank near the trading post this morning.
Good grief. Well, was she able to tell you anything?
What should she have said?
Oh, the reason she left here last night before I got home. Can't understand it. Unless...
Unless what, Mr. Mabry?
Well, since I've had to leave her alone so much, she's been acting kind of queer recently.
Well, apparently she had an accident and was seeking help. She scalded her hands. It must have been very painful. It's not serious.
Well, thank goodness you found her, Sergeant. That's really quite a relief.
Well, don't you wish to see her, Mabry?
See her? Oh, yes, of course. I've had a touch of frostbite, as you probably noticed. And, well, since she's feeling so good,
Well, I'm not so sure that she is. I've taken care of her hands, and they'll be all right very soon. But she's also suffering from frostbite. I think you'd better come back with me.
Well, I don't want you to misunderstand, Sergeant. I love my wife. But if you think it best, I'll finish hitching up and we'll be off. So that we can come back on our own when she's well again. Just make yourself comfortable.
Right, boy. Something strange is going on. Let's look around outside. Show me what you heard, boy. King, stay here and guard him.
Stop for the name of the cause!
That spare tow line I carry has come in handy on several occasions.
Yes, but you've lost time. I'd like to see you catch that Strang for more reasons than one.
It's too bad I didn't see through Strang's plot before he got away. But we'll catch him. It'll only be your weight in the sled.
You mean you want me along?
I certainly do. Get in.
Good, Sergeant. We'll show him. All right, King. On you, Huskies.
Miss Mabry, can you hear me? You've a bad fever, Mrs. Mabry. And Sandy Mutton hasn't shown up yet. I'm going in town for the doctor. Do you mind being left alone for a spell? That's a lass. We'll be back just as fast as dogs will carry us.
I can never repay you.
On your horses! No!
In his anxiety to escape, Strang had pushed Mabry's team too hard. He found himself faced with the prospect of continuing without a sled when...
You are a big fool, mon ami, to ruin a fine team like that. There is nothing I can do for you. This team must rest.
No, not your problem, mister. You and I are trading sleds and teams.
Not Pierre Bourget. He takes orders from no man.
Last time you said that, it cost you a tap on the head. This time, it'll be for keeps, hothead. I'll get going like I said.
You are the crook who stole my money.
So you're lucky to be alive. Switch those teams and be quick about it.
I obey now, but one day.
Half an hour later, Preston was faced with a dilemma at the same spot. Rightly, Tom insisted his stolen team had taken the trail to Pierre's. King, on the scent of Strang rather than the team, obstinately refused to move in any direction except the trading post.
What's the matter with that dog? My team went that way.
King's not interested in your dogs, Tom. He's trailing an outlaw. They went this way. I'm going to follow him.
Sergeant, I think he's wrong. Do you mind if I travel on foot and follow the team? I'll need the dogs to get to my wife.
No, I don't mind, Tom. I'll see you later at the trading post. All right, King, I'm going to follow you. All right, King, on your huskies.
Even with the head start and fresh team he had, Strang was no match for Preston's great dog team. As Strang neared the trading post, he heard the expectant barks of Preston's onrushing team. He knew then that his only hope of escape was to stop Preston's pursuit forever. He had to kill the Mountie.
Entree!
Be smart, Lachlan. I know you're behind those boxes. Come on out with your hands up. I mean business. I'm not going to get caught between you and the Mountie. Come on out. All right. You asked for it.
Quiet, King, quiet. The back window, King. Get him from the back window. Go!
Inside. Take off these bracelets and leave me alone with this thief for 1 minute, Sergeant. 1 little minute, that's all I ask.
No, Pierre. I found your gold hidden on him and returned it to you. You should be satisfied. As soon as Bob Laughlin returns with the doctor, I'm taking Strang into Dawson, along with the registration of Tom's claim.
But I am asking for justice, Sergeant.
And you'll get it in the proper court of law. Oh, hello, Bob. I thought you were coming back with the doctor.
And so I did. He's fetching his bag from the sled outside this very moment.
Well, good.
Mr. Mavry and Pierre. You two laddies have buried the hatchet?
Better than that, Laughlin. From now on, we're business partners. I'm going to need help to work my new claim. That was Sergeant Preston's idea. We reached an agreement after I followed my own team over to Pierre's cabin. Gave us plenty of time to discuss things on the way over here.
Oui, it is so.
Well, in that event, time for us to move along, old boy.
This case is closed.
Sergeant Preston of the Northwest Mounted Police with Yukon King, swiftest and strongest lead dog breaking the trail in the relentless pursuit of lawbreakers in the wild days of the Yukon. Back to the days of the gold rush as Sergeant Preston with his wonder dog Yukon King meets the challenge of the Yukon. This is the Yukon, the territory patrolled by Sergeant Preston, where the lawless element drifting in with gold seekers from the States found no encouragement to remain in the areas policed by the Northwest Mounted. Skagway, Alaska, all-year open seaport, entrance to the Yukon from United States territory. Skagway harbored some of the most vicious criminals of the time, defiant to all but a handful of United States Marines. In a vacated cabin on the outskirts of town, Sergeant Preston prepared himself for a dangerous mission.
Hello, King, old fella. Hey, I'm sorry I'm unable to take you with me, old boy. I'm afraid someone might recognize you. You know, we have no authority here in Skagway. If the man we're after sees through my disguise, it could mean serious trouble. There, how's that, boy? Will I pass for a dog puncher?
Each cafe had its own particular patrons of disreputable character. At the Miners' Rest, it was Big Ike Bancroft and his followers whenever they came in from Daya, a small settlement up the inlet from Skagway where Big Ike owned the principal hotel.
I raised you, Rebo.
Big Ike, I say.
You make a mistake, Rebo. How many cards?
3.
And the dealer takes 2. Hey, March? I'll teach you to flirt while you're with me. You're not going anywhere, Miss Stacy.
Just because you hired me to sing in your hotel is no sign you own me. Let me go.
Just a minute, mister. The lady meant no harm.
You mind your own business, dog. That's him, Captain. That's your man.
What's your name, mister?
First he tries to steal my girl, then he picks a fight with me. I demand you arrest him.
You look like Happy Jack Wilson.
What if I do?
Happy Jack Wilson, huh? We've been warned about you. You've got a record as a troublemaker.
Well, go ahead. Book him for assault and battery.
Anything to say, Wilson? All right, men, bring him along.
You remember this. If I ever see that dog puncher again, I'll cut him in half with a .44. You can tell him I said so.
I've never seen him before.
You just remember that. That ought to cover everything. I'll see you later, Rebo. We're going to die before that Marine captain gets any more ideas.
Bring him in, men. All right, that's all. Welcome to Skagway, Sergeant Preston.
And a royal one it was, Captain Arnold.
Never expected you to give me a real reason to arrest you.
And it was an accident. I assume you've received Inspector McMurdoch's letter.
Yes, but it didn't say too much. Sit down, Sergeant.
Well, the inspector thought it best that I brief you personally.
Well, as males as they are, he's probably right. He gave me a description of your disguise and told me I'd see you at Miners' Rest Cafe. Requested your arrest, but that was all.
Well, I'll fill you in. Less than a month ago, a criminal using the alias of Fingers Malloy slugged and robbed a gold convoy guard of $50,000 and escaped with the loot.
You believe he came to Skagway?
Definitely.
We lost track of Malloy. We were able to keep an old pal of his named Mal Rebo in sight, hoping he'd lead us to Malloy.
What made you think he would?
Well, one night in Dawson, Rebo was overheard bragging that he'd never go broke as long as he knew Finger's secret hideout.
Blackmailer, huh?
And a coward to boot. Rebo passed through our checkpoint at Whitehorse on his way to Chilcote about 3 days ago, and he was broke at the time.
Did you spot him in Skagway on your arrival this morning?
Well, I've been very fortunate. He was playing cards in the Miners' Rest Cafe with the fellow that fought with me.
Big Ike Bancroft. He owns a hotel in Daya. Wouldn't I like to get him behind bars? We think he's mixed up with a gang of gold smugglers. Of course, we don't have enough on him as yet. Big Ike. He's quite a guy. But go on, Sergeant.
Well, that's about all, except that Rebo seems to have money again. Sure sign he's tapping someone.
You keep a watch on Bancroft. He's got his hand in some way. Now, what can we do to help?
There isn't much you can do until I find Malloy's hideout. Then I'll need your official help to make the arrest, as I have no authority this side of the border.
Pleasure, Sergeant. By the way, where are you staying in Skagway?
In an old vacant cabin out on Creek Road. Belongs to a dog puncher friend of mine who's in 40 Mile. Not only borrowed his house and dog run, but his last name as well.
We're prepared to help you at a moment's notice, Sergeant.
Well, I've heard that about the United States Marines. That's their reputation. Thank you.
Captain, you've got to listen to reason.
Impossible, Rebo. My ship, the Northern Lights, is a freighter. And I have strict orders from our owners never to take on passengers at any price. It's impossible.
Oh, but not even for $500 apiece? Well, that's $1,000. It's a small fortune, Captain. And the owners, they don't even have to know anything about it.
You seem to have forgotten the crew. Why, the news would be all over the ship 5 minutes after you came aboard.
I'm offering you an awful lot of money, Captain.
And my job is worth a lot more. I'm afraid you'll have to find yourself another ship. Good evening.
Well, what a small world if it isn't Happy Jack Wilson's the name I'm using now, Captain.
Mind if I sit down?
Please do.
What's this all about, Sergeant? What are you doing in Skagway?
I'll tell you later. Perhaps you can give me some information about Rebo.
Who's that man with Higsby?
This isn't a good place to talk, Captain. Can you meet me at Marine headquarters in a half an hour?
Sure, I'll be there.
Good.
Glad to have seen you, Jack.
Right.
Well, I just dropped by to tell you how much I admire your fighting style. My name's Rebo. Thought those Marines were going to put you in jail.
Well, your friend didn't come down to press charges. He left me off with a warning.
That big Ike, he's no friend of mine. But I noticed that you were friendly with Captain Higsby.
Yes, I am.
I was just thinking, how'd you like to make a few extra dollars?
Maybe. What do I have to do?
You got a dog team?
Yeah.
Suppose we talk this over in the back room.
Always willing to listen.
After listening to Mal Rebo, Preston knew he was on the trail of the wanted criminal Fingers Malloy. If Preston could book passage for him and a friend on Captain Higsby's ship, Rebo offered to pay the disguised Mountie $500. Pretending to consider Rebo's proposition, Preston left the cafe to pick up King.
All goes well, fella. We'll be going home soon. I'm going to need your help, understand? I'm going to show you how to find Marine headquarters. You may have to go there for yourself for help if I run into trouble, huh?
Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why don't you relax, Higsby? Preston will be here shortly.
That's all very well for you to say. But you haven't the responsibility of a ship that has to leave port in 18 hours. And I've got a lot to do. If he doesn't show up pretty soon, believe me,
Sorry I'm late, gentlemen, but the delay was necessary and helpful. Captain Arnold, this is Yukon King, a regular member of the force. I've just taught him how to reach you in case I need emergency assistance.
Good idea, Sergeant. A fine dog. I envy you.
It's getting late.
Sit down, gentlemen, please. Now, Sergeant, we may have your plan of action.
Simply and in a few words. I've been propositioned by Rebo to persuade Captain Higsby here to book Rebo and another man who's probably the fugitive Malloy aboard his steamer.
Now, wait a minute.
Hear him out first, Captain.
At 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, I'm to pick Rebo up with my dog team on the outskirts of town. He'll guide me to the hideout of his mysterious friend.
Go on, Sergeant.
Well, according to Rebo's plans, I'm to bring both men back on my sled to an abandoned dock on the other side of Pier 40, where Captain Higsby will have a boat waiting to take them aboard his ship.
I'll do no such thing.
Now, please wait till you hear the rest of my story. Your ship will be manned by Captain Arnold and his men, who will be disguised as seamen. They'll make the arrest. Now, do you still object, Higsby?
Well, no, as long as my sailing isn't delayed.
Good. How about you, Captain Arnold?
Excellent, Sergeant. We'll be there when you arrive.
Fine, then everything's settled. Good night, gentlemen.
Good night.
Come on, King.
You may not be a Marine, Higsby, but I wish you were.
As arranged, Preston picked up Rebo the next afternoon and drove him to Daya, a small settlement 4 miles north of Skagway.
Easy. Everybody down.
The key, George.
Yes, sir.
Howdy, man.
Hello. I saw you arrive, and I came down to warn you.
Warn me about what?
Leave here as fast as you can. Big Ike's inside and means to kill you on sight.
Big Ike watched while Preston tied King outside the hotel to make him appear to be an ordinary dog. Ike could have shot Preston from where he stood, but the gambler hesitated. He thought of Preston as a dangerously curious dog puncher and wanted to know his connection with the blackmailer Rebo. If Big Ike had been distrustful of Rebo before, he was doubly so now.
Well, did you work it? Everything's arranged, Fingers, for a price. There's a dog puncher named Happy Jack Wilson waiting outside now with a team and a sled. And he's going to run us into an old pier on the other side of Pier 40.
How do you know he will? How do you know he hasn't already tipped off the police?
Money talks and mine's been shouting. So just simmer down, Fingers. I know what I'm doing.
That's just what I'm afraid of. Sometimes you're too slick. Go get yourself something to eat. I'll take over.
All right, thanks.
With that sixth sense given to animals of superior intelligence, King knew that Preston was in danger. Although Preston heard the warning barks, he had committed himself to a plan which he was determined to carry through.
Well, that's the way it is it, Rebo?
Those are my terms, Finger. I happen to know you got $50,000 in that gold haul, and I want my share of it.
Meaning what?
Meaning half of it. Are you going to stay here and rot?
I'll see you dead first.
You're making a big mistake, Fingers. You haven't got a chance of getting out of this town without my help. You stay here, and sooner or later, Big Ike is going to be tired of you getting in his hair. You better think it over, Fingers.
Why should Big Ike worry about me? He's getting rich on that smuggling operation over on the inlet.
What if I told him that you have $50,000 in cash? You think he's going to stand still for the measly few dollars that you gave him for helping you hide out? Come on now, be sensible. You'll take it all.
Okay. But you're not getting half. 10,000, take it or leave it.
I'll take it. But I want it now, Fingers, before we leave this room.
Then get it yourself. It's under the mattress. you think you're leaving me with these two to get rid of Fingers, you're crazy. Neither of them are dead yet, and you finish your own dirty work. What? Now what's eating you?
You know who this is?
No, who, an informer?
Where's the Mountie? It's Sergeant Preston.
A Mountie? You better get rid of him quick.
Killing a Mountie is as good as committing suicide.
You know what you've done, you lame-brained idiot. You've just ruined the perfect gold smuggling setup south of Nome.
Let me go. You brought Rebo here, not me.
That doesn't matter. Now we're both in the soup. Where are you going to pick up the boat from the steamer?
Rebo and I were shipping out from an old warehouse in Skagway.
Must have been a trap. We'll have to change the plans. We'll row down the inlet in my skiff, direct to my smuggling schooner. It's our only chance now.
What's all this we stuff?
You fool, do you think I can stay here now? We'll have every Marine from Skagway here in 24 hours. Do you know what that means? That means they'll search every inch of this hotel. They're bound to find some evidence of my smuggling setup. And if I'm lucky, they'll still connect me with you. Not to mention Rebo's murder. I'll meet you in the lobby in 10 minutes. We'll use the Mountie's sled team to take us to my private dock.
George?
All right, you huskies, on your feet, line up.
On your feet, you mutts. We're getting out of here.
All right, let's go!
It's that big lead dog. He's telling the team not to go.
I'll take care of him.
Put that away. What are you trying to do? Bring the whole town over here to see what's going on?
What'll we do? Preston's team won't move while that lead dog tells them not to.
We'll have to get out of here on foot. It isn't far. We'll take the woods path instead of the trail.
He's dead. You say Big Ike and Fingers are on their way to the inlet, huh?
Yes.
Well, obviously, they must have some means of escape there.
Well, they do. Big Ike's been using Diana's for years to smuggle out contraband gold. He's made him rich. They've got a secret dock and a skiff there.
That means they intend to reach the steamer by water instead of going by the way of Skagway. It changes my plans completely. I'll have to head them off.
You're taking your life in your hands by doing this. Why? Certainly not for revenge. You're not the type. I think I have a right to know.
I'm very grateful for all you've done for me. Someday soon, perhaps I'll be able to give you an explanation.
I'm sending for the Marines. Minute, King. Yes, I know you want to go. Sit. Captain Arnold, King. Go to Captain Arnold at Marine Headquarters. Understand? Captain Arnold at Marine Headquarters. Now go, King.
What a wonderful dog.
What route do I take to get to the inlet?
Well, that's the only trail you can take a sled through.
Well, with the load they're carrying on foot, I should still be able to head them off.
Shall I ever see you again, Jack?
Perhaps. But maybe next time you won't recognize me. Thanks for everything, and goodbye.
I don't quite understand, but good luck.
All right. On you, Husky.
way. Yeah, somebody's coming down the other trail toward the inlet. Come on, let's go quick.
Why, it's King. Hello, old fellow. Come here, old boy. Wait a minute. Mathers, have Sergeant Cassidy report outside with 3 men. On the double. If I had 6 men just like you, policing Skagway would be a Sunday school picnic. All right, pull on you. On your husky. Ho, ho.
All right, down, everybody.
Now we've got no choice. It's the Mountie or us.
Fingers, Big Eye, give up before it's too late.
You've no jurisdiction in Alaska, Mountie. You're strictly on your own. Shoot us and it's murder.
What do we do now? I've got an idea. I know this area. There's a ridge up there behind him. You keep him busy. I'll crawl up there and get him from there.
All right. Take over, Cassidy. Well, Sergeant, you've certainly done yourself a good day's work.
Might have been my epitaph, but for King here. Come here, boy.
Come on.
Well, Captain, King and I have finished our work here in Skagway.
We'll send Fingers Malloy and the $50,000 you recovered back to Dawson under guard when the extradition papers come through. We've got enough evidence against Big Ike to send him to jail for a long time. Sergeant, I'm sorry to see you leave.
Well, thanks, Captain. Thanks for your hospitality and your cooperation.
A pleasure. And you, old fellow, anytime you get tired of the Northwest Mounted, you come around to the United States Marines.
Well, King already believes in your motto, Semper Fidelis, always faithful. Oh, I doubt whether he'll ever leave us. Is that right, old fellow?
Those men of yours tried to keep me out of here, Captain.
Well, I can see it didn't do them much good.
I just had to see you before I left.
Are you leaving Skagway?
Yes, under the circumstances, I think it's best. I'm taking the next boat to Vancouver. But not before I give you this.
You know you're going against Mountie regulations, Miss Arnold. Only the Crown can reward a Northwest Mounted policeman.
Well, there's nothing that says I may not reward King.
Well, say goodbye to the lady like a gentleman, King. This case is closed.
Sergeant Preston of the Northwest Mounted Police with Yukon, swiftest and strongest lead dog breaking the trail in the relentless pursuit of lawbreakers in the wild days of the Yukon. Back to the days of the gold rush as Sergeant Preston with his wonder dog Yukon King meets the challenge of the Yukon. This is the Yukon, the territory patrolled by Sergeant Preston, where man and nature combine pitilessly to defeat the weak and the artless. The Great Bend Trading Post, a lonely depot 100 miles south of Dawson. A supply center for prospectors and miners during the summer, the trading post in winter was visited only by an occasional hardy trapper or native Indian.
You fool, Waco, you killed him.
I had to, Brand. I told you we should have tied him up. He came to and started for me with that freight hook.
Just remember you did it. Now help me load the rest of this food before our luck runs out.
You're not fixing to get any more on that sled of ours, are you?
We're taking everything we can get. Nothing but food. If we need anything else for our getaway from Baker Mountain, we'll trade them more food for it.
Say, now that's real smart.
That's a good thing one of us got brains. Twice the food, twice the gold. Now quit yapping and start toting. Come nightfall, we're going to be too far away from here.
Hey, we could get rid of all the evidence by setting fire to this place. Just one little
And
man.
warn everybody from here to Coffee Creek that something's wrong? Sometimes I wonder what you're good for, Waco.
I'm real stupid, he says.
Unaware of the disaster which had preceded them, Sergeant Preston and his great dog King drove out from temporary headquarters at Coffee Creek to make a routine call at Slocum's trading post.
Ho, ho! What is it, King?
Waco, don't hit me again. Take the gold.
Well, this poor fellow's badly beaten, and he's snowblind, too.
You're not Brandt. Who are you?
I'm Sergeant Preston of the Mounted Police. Now, don't try to talk till they get some warm food inside you and those eyes taken care of.
Sergeant, help. Baker camp's starving.
We're heading right back for Coffee Creek, King. You can make that trip to Slocum's later.
You just came within an ace of being plugged.
Not while I'm still the best shot.
Don't you know better than to sneak up on me like that?
What's eating you? There's nobody within miles of here. Wolves accepted, of course. I prowled the whole area, like you said. Now I'm making for some of those beans. Mountain air gives a feller an appetite. But what you being so stingy for? And us loaded with grub.
You forget, my friend. These beans are worth their weight in gold.
It sure was a great idea you had after we found that sourdough on the trail this morning. Where do you suppose he is now?
Dead of exposure by this time. Without shooting, too, like you wanted to. You're too blasted gun-happy, Waco. Learn to use your head, like I do.
Takes too long. When I want something, I want it now. How'd you know about this town on the mountain here and all the gold they dug out?
By keeping my ears open in the cafe back at Coffee Creek. Someone was telling one of the girls there about it. He thought no one was around. Seems about 25 Tichacos, counting the women, went up this mountain last spring and struck it rich. Millions to hear him tell it.
Now, if this fella Brady's right, they got all that gold and no food. Not even a dog team to haul it in with. Snowed in.
That's where Slocum's trading post came in so handy. We have the food, they have the gold. And we trade. Even Steven.
A pound of food for a pound of gold. Sounds like heaven.
Here we are. How long have you been without food?
Almost 2 weeks. The same as everybody else at Baker Camp. Then we started boiling animal skins and shoe leather. It was filling, but not very tasty.
I'd like you to verify what you told me just before the doctor got here. You seemed a little bit bewildered at the time.
Thanks. Fire away, Sergeant.
Well, you said you made it through the pass from the mining camp on Baker Mountain with $5,000 in gold, intending to buy food and supplies for the starving people there, is that right?
So I was, till I was waylaid on the trail by those fellows calling themselves Brand and Waco. Must have been out on my feet. Nothing to eat for 4 days but a sliver of boiled moose hide. Then everything went black, and the next thing I knew,
Give me your bottle, quick.
who are you? Where am I?
We're just a couple of prospectors. And this is the Baker Mountain Trail back to Coffee Creek.
Got to get to Slocum's trading post. Folks at Baker Camp starving, need food bad. I can pay you both well. I plenty of gold, but no food.
You hear that, Brand? He's got gold.
Shut up, Waco. We'll help you, pal. We'll get the supplies for you.
You won't leave me?
Of course not. But you're in bad shape, mister. Need a doctor. And I take it those folks back at Baker can't wait for you to get better. And we're glad to help. Aren't we, Waco?
Oh, sure, sure.
I'll never forget this.
This is your lucky day. Now, where's the money for the supplies, friend?
In my knapsack, there's a 5,000.
Waco, help the man.
And that's the last I remember till I woke up here. They must have slugged me, taken my goggles and pack, and dumped me out in the woods to die.
They broke the unwritten law of the Yukon by refusing aid to a man in need.
What are you going to do, Sergeant?
Take aid to Baker Camp first. Hitch 2 sleds in tandem, load them with supplies, and set out with a relief train, just as soon as the doc gets back and takes charge of you.
Alone?
No, I'll have King here with me. It's a dangerous trip. Too dangerous to ask anyone in Coffee Creek to share it with me. If I wait for aid from headquarters, we may be too late.
But it's just as dangerous for you.
Every man in this world has a job to do, Mr. Brady. This happens to be the one I chose.
An hour after the doctor arrived, Preston was driving up the trail toward Baker Mountain with a borrowed sled in addition to his own, both loaded with provisions picked up in Coffee Creek.
Ho! Everybody down. Mr. Slocum might know something about Brand and Waco, King. You could have stopped here for provision. Slocum! Slocum! He's dead. Brand, Waco, Baker.
Under a mound of stones, Preston laid Hal Slocum to rest on the hard, frozen ground of a nearby hill. And one man's struggle for existence in the savage land he loved was over.
He was an honest man and a true friend. I give him into thy hands. May he in thy mercy rest in peace. Amen.
In spite of the potential dangers of their journey, Brand and Waco managed to reach Baker Camp. Brand and Waco lost no time persuading Powers to call a meeting of all men in his cabin.
Everybody here, Powers?
Looks like it.
No matter. I'll check them off your list here when the time comes.
Quiet, please, all of you. I asked you men to come here because as your elected spokesman, I've reached an agreement with Mr. Brand on the parceling out of supplies. We all owe these men a vote of thanks, risking their own lives to bring help to us. Mr. Brand's not interested in payment for this food. He's willing to trade.
Tell them about the guns.
Mr. Brand will trade 1 day's ration for each gun laid on this table.
What's Brand want with guns?
What about us that have none? Answering your question, Avery, Mr. Brand's purpose is a legal one. He tells me he and his partner are gunsmiths, and they want to set up a business in Coffee Creek.
What about us without guns? Do we starve?
Well, Mr. Brand will discuss that with us after we've finished the gun deal. I'm sure we'll reach a fair agreement, huh, Brand?
Trust me.
Well, you all heard what he said. Now, anyone dissatisfied? Then let's have quiet and we'll trade as fast as possible.
Okay.
As I call out your names, you'll step forward with your guns and receive your supplies. Peterson. Garber.
Barring you, Powers, that appears to be all of the guns.
Hey, now what about us?
Well, Mr. Brand, have you decided about the others?
I caught her outside. She tried to steal some stuff off of the sled.
I didn't mean any harm.
Not much you didn't. Another minute and you'd have had $1,000 worth of grub.
$1,000 worth? Why, the whole sled full isn't worth that much.
Shut up, Waco. Let her go and get back to your job. Now, little lady, what's your problem?
I have no gun to give you, Mr. Brand. No money.
What's she trying to sell me?
Mrs. Lacey's a widow with a sick child. Surely you wouldn't refuse.
Of course not. A poor, starving widow. And an orphan, huh? That's an old wheeze, lady. Now, how about some cash?
My husband was killed by a landslide before he could stake a claim.
She's telling the truth, Brand. The rest of us have been trying to help her ever since. But she has nothing but a cabin and the clothes on her back.
Then keep on trying. Now, you might as well get one thing straight. No handouts. Give in to one, and we'll end up giving it all away.
Just a minute, Mrs. Lacey. Here. Take my share.
Oh, thank you.
Very touching, Powers, but not very practical. Now, what about the others here? They have gold, don't they?
Yes.
Now, here are the terms. 1 pound of food for a pound of gold. Without guns, I don't think there's a thing you can do about it. Do you?
If there's any justice in this world, or the next, someday you'll pay for this, Brand.
like the looks of this weather, old fella. We're in for a storm that's going to make that mountain trail even tougher. It could blow over by morning. Perhaps we better stay here for the night. This looks like a good sheltered spot. It's been used before. Quite recently, in fact. This came from Slocum's, King. Still fairly new. Could mean only one thing. The criminals that murdered him were here this morning and took the Baker Trail. As soon as this storm blows over, we'll have to make it to that camp.
A storm forced Sergeant Preston to bed down for the night in a sheltered hollow by the side of the trail. With the coming of day, the blizzard ceased, but the temperature took a savage drop. On an uphill run with 2 sleds in tandem, Preston and his team found the trail increasingly difficult. After a steady run of several hours, Preston had stopped to rest his tired team. Now, in the bitter cold, the motionless runners of the sled had frozen fast to the trail. Preston called on King's great leadership to break them up.
All right. Pull, you Huskies. Pull! On, Huskies! Pull! On, Huskies! Pull, Huskies! Pull, you Huskies! Pull! All right, down, everybody. Down, everybody. King, old fellow, we're stuck. Frozen fast. You're my only hope. I'm gonna have to hook up your harness again. Come on, fella. King? Let's take up the slack. All right. Pull, King. Pull. G, King. Pull. G, King. All right, King. It's not your fault, old boy. Nothing to be ashamed of. Shall we give it another try? And then if it doesn't work, we'll separate the 2 sleds and take them up to the top of the hill one at a time. I've got faith in you, King. I know we can do this together. Good boy. All right, everybody up. G, King. Up, King. Up, King. Pull, pull. Pull, King.
Here you are. 2.5 pounds of food for 2.5 pounds of nuggets. Too bad. I thought he was going to give me a chance to blast him. Mayor Powell, welcome to the United States Treasury.
We have all of our gold. What do you want now?
More where that came from, isn't there, mister?
Takes too long. The ground's like iron this time of the year. Anyway, I've had my fill of this mangy spot. So? So we're loading up a sled and taking the back trail to Alaska.
You leave us the rest of the provisions then in case we...
We're not leaving you nothing. Get outside and harness up the team, Winkle. Now listen to me close, Powers. We're headed out of here. And anyone that crosses our path, we'll shoot them down. So tell all your people to stay out of sight and in their cabins. Look us up. If you ever get to the States, just ask for the richest guy living in the biggest house in Frisco.
Won't be long now, fella. Baker's only a few more miles away. On, King! On, you Huskies!
Hello, King! Sergeant Preston and King, thank goodness. I thought Brandon Waco had returned.
Where is everyone? Well, Brandon Waco have been here, huh?
We all thought it was Brandon Waco returning. Everyone was warned to stay inside or they'd be shot. Yes, they've been here, left with all the camp's guns and gold. A regular reign of terror.
It's Sergeant Preston with 2 sleds loaded with food. Sergeant Preston.
Please don't touch anything on the sleds. I'll see that everyone gets their fair share just as soon as possible. Have you any idea where Brandon Waco were going?
They let down the back trail for the border a short time ago.
I wish I had a fresh team and an empty sled.
Well, I've no team, but we'll all pitch in and unload yours if that'll help.
These dogs are dead tired. But I think they'll respond to King. I'm sure they will.
Let's unload the sled, boy.
Yes.
Might as well give up, Sergeant. Your dog team's too exhausted. You'll never catch them.
Well, not by the regular trail anyway. Help me unhitch the sled.
What for?
I'm going to toboggan straight down that hill and cut them off.
For the name of the crown.
Let him up. Now throw your gun over here, Waco. Put your hands over your head. Arrest you both in the name of the crown. Now march.
Sergeant, as spokesman for the citizens of this camp, I want to express our appreciation for what you and King have done for us.
Here. Well, I'm glad we could help. But that's why the Northwest Mounted are stationed in the Yukon.
You've not only captured those crooks under guard outside, you've saved Brady's life, brought us food, and restored our gold. But most of all, you've restored our faith in humanity. You tell him the rest, Mrs. Lacey.
Sergeant, the folks here have decided to change the name of this camp. From now on, it will be known as King City.
Well, did you hear that, King? You're famous now. Well, it's time to take our prisoners back. This case is closed.